trade to make a living, it becomes so difficult. If you trade to make an income month end, it becomes so difficult. This is why we tend to see people start doing account management, start selling signals, selling all these other things to supplement that, right? And I always say this to people, is that trading is not, we must understand what trading is, right? It's an investment tool, right? It's not an income generator tool.
Warren Buffett was once told in the '08 crash, "Mr. Buffett, you've lost $10 million today." Do you know what he said? He said, "I haven't lost anything. I haven't sold." Me and Buffett have the same mindset. I'm tens of thousands in loss on my Euro USD trades, but I haven't lost anything because I haven't closed the trade. No stop loss. We share that mindset, and inshallah, the markets will turn around and I will be profitable. That's the problem with these traders nowadays. Stop losses, closing their trades. Don't close, don't lose.
Exactly.
What is a Palm account in Forex? A Palm simply means percent allocation money management. Account is a smart and hands-free way to earn from Forex trading without trading by yourself. Here's how it works. A professional trader, the manager, opens a Palm account with a Forex broker and starts trading with their own money. Investors like you open your trading account with the same broker that the manager used, fund it and link your funded account to the manager account without handing over your hard-earned money to the manager directly. The manager trades with their money and the system automatically copies those same trades to your investment. When the manager makes a profit, you also earn a profit, minus a small agreed fee, usually around 30%, paid to the manager. Note that the manager does not have direct access to the investor's money. The manager trades using their own funds, while the exchange bot repeats the same transactions for the investor's funds. Example, the manager invests $300, and you invest $200 equals $500 total. After successful trading, the account grows by 200% to $1,500. You now have $600. The manager gets a 30% fee from your $400 profit equals $120. Your final gain, $480. The manager earned $1,020. It's that simple. You keep control of your funds, and you earn based on the manager's skills. At Forex Algotech, we are your #1 trusted Palm account manager. We strongly believe in results, as you can see on our screen over the last 1 year. Join our Palm Partnership community today for free and start earning from the financial world. Get back to whoever shared this video with you, and get started today with us. Thank you for watching.
When you begin, it's always hard to start. It's common that you have high expectations. At first you lose when learning trading art. But don't give up, just try to have some patience. Of course you think that game will be so easy. Such business is as cruel as the rest. Don't let your wins just make your head be dizzy. If stay and trade, result will be the best. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your mission. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. Some time will pass and you will see the trading is not so hard for those who they're long. There's always one whose help is there waiting. And finally, you'll keep your profits strong. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your
good evening to everyone, and welcome back to another section of our class that we normally do twice in a week. This class was supposed to hold yesterday, but unfortunately, I have a lot of events that make me to shift the class to today. Please, if your mic is unmuted and your background is noisy, mute it. I won't say more than this. After this, I'm going to be removing you from my group. So simple. So please, one or two people that can confirm to me that you are hearing my voice clearly so that we can be on the same page. Please, can you signify, please?
We can hear you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Tonight, we are going to go to episode number 5 of our hedging calculator. Okay. So I've arranged some pictures, and tonight, because we have already done 4 episodes. So if you have been following those strategy from episode number 1 to the episode number 4, please, you need to be very, very active tonight, because it will be, I'll paste the picture, we discuss the picture, then I'll give the solution, then I'll go to the calculator and key it in how exactly it's supposed to be done. But like I used to say, if you ask questions in the class, if you partake in the class, it will help you to understand what we are doing, especially the new people that are joining us. What you have been taught on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, or by your mentors, is not what I'm teaching here. So some of you will see it as a Japanese language or whatever. Almost everybody taught like that before everybody starts aligning with the system. So because I have 2 people that they came to the class just to test what we are doing, okay? So I've seen that the 2 of them are already on our platform. So whatever thing we are saying here, please, for you to get benefit of it, just forget what you have learned before you come here, because everything you'll be hearing here is not something you have learned anywhere before. Okay, so the first thing now is, let's move to our chalkboard, our what do we call it? Our whiteboard. Let me know if you see my whiteboard.
Yes, you can see our sir.
All right, so let's put our first picture here. So I want to make this picture big so that we can see it properly. It must not be too big to cover what we need to see. Let me put it to this corner. So let me make it bigger. All right. Let me know if you see my the picture I pasted now. Did you see the picture I pasted now?
Yes, sir. We can see it clearly, sir.
All right. Now, from the class that we have been doing before this time, this is a picture that we want to work on tonight. So after this, we take it to calculator, and we use calculator to solve the problem also. But can somebody tell me, how can we solve this problem? Please always raise up your hand so that the class is not messy. Can somebody tell me, how do we solve this picture? If your account happens to be in this situation, how do you trade it? Anybody in the house? I don't want to be mentioning names. Some of the accounts funded trader, you don't supposed to be wasting time to raise up your hand when you see this kind of a thing, because you guys are already traded funded account. Can somebody tell me what we need to do with this picture? How do we solve this problem? Mr. Kingsley Chineke, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Kingsley Chineke, unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you, Mr. Kingsley Chineke.
Yes, sir. I'm speaking.
Okay, so
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
so from what I can see here, we need to use
So from what I can
calculator.
see here, we need to use
We need to use our hedging calculator to see what we can do. But from the visual expression,
Yeah, visual expression.
we can see that we have 6 sell trades for
Okay.
the USD card there
Okay.
and 1 buy trade for the USD card pair.
Okay.
But we can also see that the USD card pair is not like the legs are not properly balanced.
All
But then
right.
we can still do something since the buy side of we need to use the calculator to see
Can
what
you
we
tell?
need to
Okay,
apply.
before we go to calculator, what do you think we can do to solve this problem? Actually, the owner of this account mistakenly didn't screenshot everything to me. So the
Okay.
account is edged, the balance, the legs are balanced. But according to what we are seeing in the class, the leg is not balanced. But the leg is balanced because I've solved this problem. This problem happened last year. In fact, it's the last year trading picture I'm showing us in the class. So I've solved this problem. In fact, the person who owns this account is now a guru now. But what do you think we need to do? What techniques are we going to apply? Just tell me the name of the techniques. Tell me the approach.
We need to roll over. We need to roll over. We need to use the one that first came in, which appears to be the one on $5.78. We need to roll over to see from the profit we have there.
Okay, Mr. Kisley, thank you. Can somebody else come in? I need someone else to help
We
Mr.
can
Kisley.
use streaming.
No, please. If you don't raise up your hand, don't talk. Raise up your hand. Raise up your hand. If you don't know how to raise up your hand, you can unmute your mic and say, I can't raise up my hand. Then I know I can call you. All right, Mr. Oyewole, what do you think we can do, sir? What techniques are we going to?
We can use streaming, sir.
Good. What type of trimming?
That is first in, first out.
Thank you very much. God will bless you. You got the answer right. What we are going to do is trimming. We can't roll over. We can't roll over. We are going to trim. Can somebody tell me the condition that we roll over? Can somebody tell me the condition when we roll over? So that we clarify the difference between rollover and trimming. Can somebody, okay, Mr. Oyewole, you raise up your hand again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Eda 07, what is the difference between rollover and trimming?
Good evening, sir. I believe rollover should be once our equity is more than our balance.
Okay, and you want to let go of the float.
Exactly.
That's a rollover. So it's different from trimming. If you look at this equity, our equity is lower than balance. So there's no way we are going to roll over. You must know the difference between the two, especially Mr. Kingsley. So, okay, now I'm going to post the solution in image form, and after that, we are going to solve the problem by going to our calculator, and we see how we're going to trim. We are going to trim, the solution is we are going to trim, and we are going to use FIFO method. First in, first out. So I'm coming. Let's us. This is the solution to what we need to do. What we need to do to this account. This is a solution. Please, I think you are seeing my screen. Please,
yes, I can see it.
Okay, you can see I put a summary there, trade summary. We need to trim using FIFO. Keep small profit from trimming. And you see the arrow that I pointed on 8.19. 8.19 is close. We are going to close the old 0.07 loss size as profit. And we open new buy order at 0.06 so that we can edge it back. And we come to the minus 5.78, close at 0.01 at loss of minus 5.78. If you remove 5.78 from 8.7, we're still going to have about $2, and that will be what you are going to keep from this trimming. And you remember that when we close 0.07 at profit of 8.9, and we close one leg from these 7 legs, we have 0.01, 6 places. So we need to, that's why we need to buy back 0.06 to edge it back. So this is a visual solution of how we're going to solve the problem. So now let's go to the calculator. How are we going to key in this information in the calculator? And calculator will advise us how many lot size are we going to close. Because what we say now is we just say generally that we are going to close the buy side, which is 0.07, and we're going to remove 0.75. Actually, this one is a simple method. You don't need the calculator, but because calculator is the reason why we are doing this episode, we want to know how to use the calculator. So let's go to one of our accounts that shows the calculator so that we can use it. All right, so let me quickly look for where is our calculator on our chart, then which we move to the screen. I pray I see a calculator. Hedging calculator, okay. All right, so let me share the screen again. Let me stop the screen and we share another one. So let's go to, I think Alxi. I think Alxi will be the one that will give us hedging calculator. Okay. So please let me know if you see my new screen now. All right, this is one of our Axia accounts. So what we're going to do here is that we are going to now put a calculator and we key in the information for the accurate calculation advice. So this hedging calculator here, we drag it to the chart and we click OK. The calculator will surface. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Sometimes it normally bother me like this. I'm coming. I want to remove. Okay. We don't need to do anything here. Let me make the screen to be full. Because we want to see the full calculator size. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's giving me stress now. Okay. So now, if you look at it now, we said we want to roll over 0.89, I mean 0.07, which is 8.19, and it's a buy side. So if you put 0.07 here, because it's a buy side, and we put profit, which is 8.19 here, and we press enter. Calculator advises us that we should keep 0.7 and apply 1.19. Now we are going to see something in this situation tonight where you can use your own instinct to apply, to do this, what we are going to do now. So if you look at our SAL that we want to move away 0.01, and the floating loss is 5.78, and calculator said we should apply how much? Can somebody tell me what calculator said we should apply? Anybody in the house?
$1.19.
$1.19. If you press enter, you will see that calculator will tell us that there's nothing to do here. There's nothing we can do here. So you can leave it, but somebody like me, I may not leave it. So what I'm going to do, somebody like me, is that I'll put all my, I won't put the 19 here. Okay, I won't put 1.19 here. I'll put the 08.19 here and enter. And you will see that the decision we want to make last time by closing 0.01 is what the calculator will tell us here. Don't get confused. This is just by using my own instinct, because with a simple arithmetic, we know that 8.19 is greater than 5.78. We can do this without even using calculator. But because calculator is the main reason for this class, that is why I don't want to talk without using the calculator in front of everyone, okay? So, but if you look at what calculators say, calculator is indirectly expecting us to keep all this profit. We don't do trimming, we don't do anything. We have to wait for more profit before we trim, if we apply the long side principle, okay? But now, because I can use my instinct that 8.9 is greater than 5.78, I want to quickly start reducing my risk by closing 0.07 at a profit of 18.19 and close 0.01 at 8.78. I'm still keeping some little profit, guys. So this is the approach I will use. But like I said, I normally say, my responsibility is to show you the tools, how to use the tools. But I can't teach anybody how to think. So you can see that our thinking here goes in two ways. The first one is, if calculator said we should apply 1.19, and we apply 1.19 and calculator said we can't close anything, we can leave it. That's number one thinking. My thinking is that, okay, calculator told me that there's nothing to close, but ideally, in simple arithmetic, 8.19 is greater than 5.78. I'm going to close 0.01 at minus 5.78 and close all 0.07, then I will edge it back by 0.06. By the time I do that, you can see that I've reduced my trading risk from 0.07 to 0.06. Please, is what I'm explaining, is it clear in the class, please, guys? Or you want me to re-explain myself before we move to second examples?
Please, sir.
Kindly re-explain, sir.
Re-explain, sir.
All right, sir. You know, when we come to, let me re-explain, it's not a problem. When we go to our whiteboard shows that we have 0.07, 8.19 positive. And we look at all the edge legs, we have 0.78. And we said we want to use FIFO method, first in, first out. Okay, let me move back to our board so that we will see it together, what I'm saying, so that we don't need to rush. It doesn't make any sense to rush. It's better we slow down and get it right than to rush. Okay, let me go back to our whiteboard. Please, if you see the whiteboard, just let me know that you saw the whiteboard, guys.
Visible, sir.
All right. Now, this is what we are saying. If you look at, so if you look at our image, we have 0.0. Let me do this. Come in. I want to see, maybe I can make it wider again. Okay, if I can't wait, you make it wider, no problem. Now let's see this. We have 0.07 as profit of 8.19. And we want to use FIFO method, first in, first out method. That means we are going to deal with this first. And if you look at 8.19, 8.19 is bigger than 5 minus 5.78. So if without even going to calculator, I can close this, and I can close this and close this. And I will place another buy at 0.06 to edge my leg back. But because in this class, we are talking about calculator. We are talking about calculator. So that is why I have to take us back to calculator now. Now, inside the calculator said out of 8.19, we must keep $7 as our own profit and apply 1.19. Okay, before I go there, is this image explanation, is it on, do we understand it, or you want me to re-explain myself? Please, in the class, do you understand what I explained on the whiteboard, or do you want me to re-explain it again?
Yes, please, sir.
You understand this, sir? You understand
Please,
the whiteboard?
Okay.
Please re-explain, sir.
All right. Now, our whiteboard is clear. We have buy 0.07, which has edge at $8.19, and we want to use FIFO approach, first in, first out. This minus 5.78, according to image we are seeing, is the first trade that is in, and it's the first we want to take out. So now, ideally, $8.19 is bigger than $5 minus $5.78. So we don't need to go to calculator. We can just close these two. You can just close these two and edge back with, instead of buy 0.07, we buy 0.06 because we have eliminated 0.01 from the sell side, okay? But the reason why we need to talk about calculator is because that calculator is what we want people to know how to use. That's why we come back to calculator. So let's go back to calculator again now to apply calculator to this. What's wrong with this?
You are not seeing the whiteboard again.
Yeah. I'm going to load it for us. Now, can you tell me if you see the calculator now, the page?
Sir.
Did you see it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, this is a calculator. We still want to repeat or what is on our
Yes, sir.
our whiteboard. So on the buy side, which is 0.07, our profit is 18.19, and calculator said we should keep $7 as our profit with this information, and we should apply 1.19 to do our trimming. Apply means the value here is what we're going to use for the trimming. But now when we put 1.19 here, calculator said, no, you can't trim anything. Just leave this trade as it is. But I'm now saying, in this situation, you can agree with calculator by leaving these trades and wait for more profit on either side. But because ideally we know in arithmetics, 8.19 is greater than 5.78. We can close it without using the calculator. But all this thinking, it depends on individual, how you can think. Nobody can think for anyone. But what I'm doing in this class is to show you how to use the tools. But if you ask me that, okay, if it is you, what will you do? I will say because 8.19 is greater than 5.78, I'm going to trim off these trades without obeying the calculator so that I will reduce my 0.07 risk to 0.06. Is it clear, the explanation now, or you want me to repeat?
Very clear, sir.
Very clear. Thank you very much. Let's go to the example 2 of this class. So this is example 1 that I designed for the class. Now we need to move to example 2. Please, guys, if you may not get it at once. Not everyone will get this at once. If you don't get it at once, please go to the YouTube and still visit this class until you get. Our system is very simple. It's not difficult. So now let's go back to somebody's mic is making noise, please. If you don't unmute your mic if your background is making noise. Don't let me remove you from the class because I'm going to remove you from the class if you are disturbing the other people.
By the way, when it said lungs, it's like
So we have removed one of our members because he refused to mute his mic and the background is making noise. I like removing people. It's not compulsory that you be in the class. If you cannot maintain the rule and regulation, better leave the class and let people who want to learn, don't disturb them. So now this is another solution. That person will come to class next time, or he will go and watch YouTube. So this is another example. With this example, can somebody tell us, if your account look like this, how do you solve this problem? Anybody, please raise up your hand if you want to contribute so that we have orderliness in the class. If your account is like this, how do you solve this problem? Without calling me. All the people that normally call me every day, I will stop attending to people if you cannot have confidence to do anything on your own with all these classes we are doing. Mr. Oluwase, please, how do we solve this problem? According to the image you are looking.
All right, sir. Number one is that if you look at it very well, the set side when we have 0.1 is that where we have a lot of minus, and down there we have 10 minus 10 point minus 10.34. Another one 10.3. So we need to check that one. There another one up there we have 9.24, another one 9.51. So you have to check this very well. They will now go up to go and check the buy side. That is 0.14. That is a good profit of $18.51 to know how much we are going to take it to calculator. Then we are going to put it into the loss size. Then to calculator will now advise us how much we need to close out of this profit of $18 to know how much we keep. And eventually, if calculator now said, oh, we have to close everything, then we need to consider the particular account before we can close anything, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution. Any other person, please? Mr. Oluwaseyi again?
Oh, no. I want to.
Okay, any other person? Eda 07.
Okay, sir. Just like the last example we did, it's almost similar to, which is by we subtract, we trim by inserting our buy side into the calculator and apply and trim it from either one of the sell side, which is starting with FIFO, which is the first in, first out, see what we can take out and what we can keep.
All right. Thank you very much. If you look at this one, it's the same thing like second one, and it's two different people that have this similar problem. And this account I'm talking about, it has been corrected. This is about last year class. Let me put the solution on our board in the diagram format. Diagram format. Let me see. Don't even know which diagram it is now. I'm coming, please, guys. Let me be patient for me. This is 18 points. Okay, this is it. All right. So let's now bring it to the chalkboard and so now we paste it here. You see, the funniest thing about trading is that you have to just make sure that you think, because that's only what makes winners and loser be differently. And you see, all of us cannot think the same way. So don't think like Mr. A or Mr. B. Don't copy anybody. Just have your own thinking. This is the solution. This is the way I solved this problem for the student last year. If you look at before, are you seeing my chart? Are you seeing the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you look at what I said close by at lot 0.14 and keep a profit of $1.14. Then I came here. Let's go to trade summary. I said trade with FIFO. Open another USD with buy with 0.12. You remember that it has edged at buy at 0.14. So what I did here is that, okay, we are going to do what we call random. It's a FIFO plus random solution. Remember, when we want to trim, you can trim by LIFO, FIFO and random. FIFO, LIFO, and random. If you don't attend that class, please go to YouTube. The class is there when we started beginner class in 2025. So that is approach I use now. I mix this together. I use FIFO, which is first in, first out. That's why I pointed to 10.43. And I use random. Random is I just choose any figure that is lower. Okay. So if you look at what I did, you may pick your own random different way. For example, this is what I pick. I pick, okay, sorry. I pick this and I pick 10. I pick 10, sorry. I pick 10.43. Okay. This is 10.43 is first in, first out approach, FIFO. 6.94 is a random approach. Random approach. So it's a combination of FIFO and random. I did that. If it is somebody else, you can say no. I don't want to use FIFO and random. See, that's why we say thinking is different. Don't copy anybody with the thinking. Okay? Now, somebody can say, I want to use LIFO. Last in, first out. This is the last trade. These are the last trades. These are the last trade. These are the last trade. If I add this together, if I add all these 4 together, it's not up to 18. I close all these 4 and I close all this completely. And if you look at how many lot size, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lot size. So if I want to buy it back, I will remove 5 from this. I'm going to buy 0.09 back. 0.09. That's what I'm going to buy back. You see, we don't even use calculator here. But by pure looking at the situation, we can take different thinking. But one of the thinking, one decision will be better than another. You know, all of us know that if you use LIFO wrongly, it's going to have effect on your trade. For example, let's say we use LIFO to cancel all this. We cancel all these 5. There's a gap here. And all this one will be at the bottom. So that is why LIFO method sometimes is not good. If you are not very, very active and you understand what the training strategy we are using. So that's why I normally say people should use LIFO. Why, if we use LIFO, if we delete this, if we delete this, you can see that other ones are very close to each other. It will be easy for you to be closing it. If market turn back from buying and started selling, this sell, all this sell will quickly come to profit for you now to trim the buy side. That's why LIFO is okay. But FIFO is okay. But for me, I use any approach. I use LIFO, because I know that if I use LIFO, all this gap, I'm going to use price zone management. So you see, we cannot think same way in trading, but we can teach in a class how these tools work, how our tools work. That is why our own approach need intellectual property of individual. Okay, so now, but last year, this is the way I solved the problem for our students, that close 100% of this, close part of this, and close this. This is a random approach. And this is a LIFO approach. So if you add 2 of them together, 0.94 and 10.43 together, this is 7, this is 3, this is 17.37. If you remove 17.37 out of here, that is why I said here that keep profit of 1.14. I don't use calculator for him, Daddy. I just use my common sense and simple arithmetics. So you can trade like that. You can do like that. You can decide, because it's not complex. Because when it became so much complex, you have to consult the calculator to solve the problem for you. But if it is a little thing like this, you can use your initiative and do 1 + 1, 2 + 2, and solve the problem, and you keep on looking for opportunity to start trimming the edge. Okay. Is this what I've explained here? Is it clear to every one of us, or you want me to repeat myself?
Very clear, sir.
Okay. So let's agree with that is very clear. Let's go to the third example, which will be our last example for today on our episode 5 of using calculator. I want to make sure that by the time we are going to do episode 6, episode 7 and 8, we are going to go to live account where I will be trimming in front of you. I pray that the situation should come. So let's go to the third example. I think it's this. All right, this is a third example, and this will be the last example for tonight. Please, you look at what is here. How do you think we can solve this problem? Anybody? This is the last year problem. We've solved it for the account owner. The account owner is a guru now, but how do you think we can solve this problem? Anybody? Anybody in the class? Raise up your hand if you want to contribute. Nobody? Oh, and I was 7. Thank you. Can you contribute?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. From the physical view, yeah, what I can see is still the same example from what we've been treating previously. So what's going to happen here is that we are still going to, without using the calculator,
Yeah.
all we just need to start with is try to close the buy trade and close the sell trade of 62. Then also from the what's it called? Maybe probably you are using FIFO, or so we can also calculate maybe like close 0. Let's say 3 lot size, which 0.03, which will be similar to which probably will be close to 62, which is our sell side. We'll be close to our profit, like maybe 60 something, let's say 60. So then from there we just to keep something to ourselves.
All right.
Before we now go back to hedge our legs again,
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love the contribution. Now, can any other person, before I'll give the final way I solve it for the owner, please, any other person? As slow as this class is, we spent 1 hour already. And okay, so let's put the graphic solution to here. How did I solve this question for our members last year? This is how we solve the problem. I think everybody saw the whiteboard.
Yes, sir.
Trade summary. Hedging account management strategy, trim with FIFO. I use pure FIFO here. And you can see that the last first in is what I remove. I remove 16.70, I remove 18.01, I remove 20.21.02. And when I add all of them together, it became 55.72. 62.37 minus 55.72, I keep $6.65 from this trade. And number two, I open another sell USDT, AUD USD of 0.09 to lock the trade back to edge mode. That's what Mr. Edao 7 said now. That means Edao 7, you are picking, you are already grabbing it. You are already getting it. Because exactly the same thing I did, which I didn't discuss with you, the same thing you explained. You see? And that's if we use, what do you call it? If we use FIFO. But if we want to use random, if we want to use LIFO, we are going to close this, we 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 close this. Yes, we can close this also. And these are LIFO. Last in, first out. Because these are the last trade in, and we close them first. That's why it's LIFO. And if you look at this, 0.011, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means we are going to close 0.07 out of 0.11, and we are going to return sell 0.04 back. But remember, there will be gap between this trade. There will be gap. So that you can use LIFO, you can use random, you can use FIFO, but FIFO is more better. Why is more better? Because if market now stop selling and start buying, all this one will quickly become profit for you to now start trimming the selling. But if we close all this trade, we close them, and this thing now move away from selling and becoming buying. You have to wait for very long time before market will start buying. Because before all this bottom buying will start becoming too positive for you to trim the sell. That's why I normally tell beginner to use FIFO, first in, first out. So this one too, we don't need calculator for this. You see, we don't need because this is a simple arithmetics. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. 3.2 minus 1.1 is equal to 2.1. That's arithmetics. But if you want to use calculator, you can still insert it into calculator for calculator suggestion. But these are simplest what do we call it? Problems that need simplest approach. I don't think, is this clear to every one of us? Or you want me to repeat myself?
Super clear.
Pardon?
It is super clear.
All right. So we all agree that everything we did tonight, we cannot get it all at once, but we get idea of what we are talking about. I use the calculator in the first example because we need to consult that calculator, because the purpose of this class is how the calculator look like, how do we key parameter inside the calculator, how does the calculator give us advice. But in this simplest problem, where you can just remove 1, 1, 1, 1 and go and close this and put it back, we don't need to be consulting the calculator every moment. That's why the remaining 2 examples, we did it without using calculator, but that doesn't say you should not use calculator, guys. This is where we are going to stop the class. We have spent 1 hour, 5 minutes. Please, if anybody have question, I'm going to give 3 people space to ask me question before we close. And if there's no question at all, then I'll close the class. I'm waiting for 3 people that have questions to ask. The 07, you raise up your hand. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, so I just want to buttress on what you've told us today. Not particularly a question though, because if you remember during the week I was telling you about my account that I did trimming and price management, but I want you to just take a look. What actually happened is that I did it right, but where I did the mistake of the trimming is applying just like what you said now, because I experienced it, so I understood what you are saying right now in sense of using LIFO and LIFO and FIFO.
Yeah.
In my own case, I was supposed to use FIFO,
Yeah.
but I ended up using LIFO. So when the market was coming back on my screen, I was looking at it like it was far away before it could get to my other pending orders.
That's
so
why FIFO, that's the only problem of FIFO.
Exactly. So that's why I now say I now saw the effect of LIFO and FIFO.
Thank you,
so
sir.
That's all I have to say, sir. Thank you, sir.
And at the end of the day, I can see you roll over your account.
Exactly, sir.
Yes, because there's no need to struggle to trim if you can roll over. Immediately your equity is greater than your capital. I mean, it's greater than the capital you brought to business. Just roll it over and put and put robot back on your chart.
Exactly.
So I remember your. Okay, anybody in the class again? You see, you have to be interactive in the class. You have to contribute. You have to ask questions. You have to participate, be live in the class. It will help you. I can remember this Mr. Edao 7. When we started this class a few months back, he's telling me it's not clear, it's not clear, it's not clear. But when I saw his account today, I was smiling that this guy is getting it right. Because I was amazed when I see his account, when I saw what decision he made. Because he always contribute in the class. He always relate, ask question, and it will help you a lot. If you are just coming to class and just keeping quiet and you don't ask question, you don't interact, you are still going to be struggling. What I'm teaching you is the simplest ever way. I'm telling you, everyone, conveniently. Robot trade for you, robot edge, you do the edging, and our edging, you don't need to sit in front of computer. You can check in the morning before you go out, and if there's nothing to trim, you go out. There's nothing to roll over, you go out. When you come back at night, you check. There's nothing to trim, you go to your bed and sleep. Sometimes I don't touch my account. It has edge, but I won't touch it for the next 1 week, 2 weeks. I won't touch it because there's nothing to touch. I still need to wait for market to give me idea of what to do. It's not compulsory that you must just go to your screen and touch the screen and click. No. Let the system we are teaching you show you why you must close, open, edge, trim, what kind of trim you want to do before you do it. Now, let me go to Mr. Oladapo Akinwola, the second person. We have only one person left to ask question tonight. Mr. Oladapo, please, quickly.
Thank you very much, sir. Our mentor. God will continue to bless you.
Amen, sir.
I have two comments. Let me start from the first one. Shortly before we start the lecture,
yes, sir,
I just opened my RC account. I've been moved to seed stage
tonight.
So yes, sir. So
congratulations, sir. That means today alone we have 3 members, $20,000 to $5,000 one. So Mr. Oladapo, after the class, you drop your name, you send me your name, and you send me your picture, because we normally give our people certificate of congratulations.
Okay, sir. Now, I could now remember that shortly before that, I roll over my accounts.
Good.
Just as you advised yesterday.
Yes, sir.
But I'm yet to put on the EA.
Okay.
Because after I did the rollover, I entered into one management meeting. Which I don't know that it will take long. So up till now, I have not really put on the EA. Okay. But I recollect previous lecture that anytime we move into
seed,
a seed stage, we should do a cleanup.
Yeah.
So I want you to explain, is that cleaning up different from a rollover that I did? I want you to explain that.
No, it's not different. You know that when you roll over now, that means you don't have any trade open anymore.
Not now.
Yes, you have cleaned your record. You have cleaned your book. You see, when you have luck to clean your book and enter seed, is the best way. But when you have so many trade that is edging before you enter seed, it's a very difficult situation. Let me tell you something. I'm the one teaching everybody this strategy. I'm the one teaching you, all of you. I've entered seed. I've spent 120 days in seed. 120 days is 4 months. And most of my members, most of my students that will enter seed at the same time are already trading incubation, which is $20,000. What is the difference? What is the problem that make them go ahead of me? Because during the time people like me start AXI, that is when Donald Trump was destroying markets. So many of my account edge. I can't clean my book till I enter seed. So now, as I'm trimming, rollover trimming is affecting my seed. So that's why I can't be able to cross to $20,000. You understand? So, and I don't need to say, because all my students are crossing and I'm the one teaching them, let me do magic. No, it's not like that. It's not, trading is not like that. Because me, I have plan. My plan to $1 million is 4 years. This year is for me to move from seed to incubation 20,000 because I'm a professional trader. You can't force market. But if you are lucky like you did, you roll over yesterday, you qualify today. Can you imagine? That is market favor. So now, when you put your robot back, now the robot and your AXI account will synchronize.
Okay.
So when you see 4 trade on your account, you see 4 trade on AXI. If you come to my own account now, you will see 7 trade on my personal money. You will see trade on AXI. They are not synchronized because I've edged before I qualify for seed. So what am I going to do is to be patient, to roll over to trim, to roll over to trim. It can take me 5 months, 6 months, 7 months to finish it. Then I'll continue the journey. And the funnest part is that by the time I move to 20,000, all the people that are already in 20,000, I can beat them to 100,000. You see, this race is not the race that you have to rush yourself. Let me give you an example. If you are going to Lagos to Ibadan, where do you stay in Nigeria, sir?
In Abeokuta.
If you are coming from
Ogun State.
Abeokuta, Ogun State to Lagos State, and you are driving, you will see that you are going to overtake many cars.
Yes,
but you will
sir.
be surprised that by the time you reach Lagos, some of the car you overtake, you will see them already in Lagos before you.
Yes, sir.
That is how life is. That is how trading is. So you don't need to chase anybody. You arrive at your destination at your own time. So you have to learn that with trading. Trading have all the quality that can make you understand life, how life operates. So don't copy anybody. Whatever we are teaching you, listen to it, apply their application, ask question, and move on with, like I normally say, slowly but surely. In this class, we have not spent 1 year in AXI. I've conveniently have more than 55 funded members. And we already have 200,000 funded among us. So it's an achievement, amazing achievement for us. So, sir, tomorrow or tonight before you go to bed, what is your capital? What's your primary capital of your own money? Not AXI money, your own money?
1,000.
1,000. Please
Yes.
put 3 assets on H4. Don't trade H1. Don't trade H1 at all. The money is little. Trade H4.
Okay, sir.
Put your robot on AUD USD, AUD card, and USD shelf on H4, and fold your arms. Maybe in the next, if you know that AXI says 7%, then you move to 100,000. But you can't make 7% in a month. If the first month you make 2%, Axie will pay you from the profit. The most important thing is that you start making money from Axie funding. It will give you joy. It will balance your trading psychology. Then you'll be one of the people that will say trading is not scam because you are not doing it right way. So 7% that Axie will give you, I mean, you're going to make for Axie to cross 200,000. Give it plus or minus 2 to 3 months. Don't rush. Because once you rush, you will find yourself back in seed.
I believe the EA, I have to put it on through server.
You are going to put it through server because your EA work on server. So you are going to log into your server and put your EA, H4, USD shelf, AUD card, AUD, USD. That's the three. Those three are very mild. They are not. If you put pounds USD, it will edge in time. If you put euro USD, it's going to edge in time. Because those two, they are crazy like gold and they trend. We take advantage of ranging market with our strategy more than trending markets. So that's why I normally give people.
What of NZ, sir? You already give me
NZ card.
Yes, NZ card. Is that okay too?
You can use NZ card too. It's okay. You see AUD card, NZ card, they are very sluggish pay. And they give you good money if you have patience for them.
It's all right, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah. The last person to ask question tonight, I want to call, Mr. Edao7 again, or who?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, okay.
So a quick one, sir. Because I'm hearing you say like we should find my own robot is on what's it called? It's on H4, but on GDP/USD. So I'm thinking.
How much is your capital?
My capital is 500, sir.
Okay, please remove it from AUD/USD. Put it on AUD card.
AUD card, okay, because it doesn't pick trade, so I'm asking if I can, just
please put it on AUD card.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Put it on AUD card, and you fold your arms.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to call it a date from here until we meet on Friday. I wish everybody a wonderful night. Today is Thursday, Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. So tomorrow we are going to have another section from Mr. Popola. How to do Forex business. You join Forex business with Forex trading. It will help you a lot. So, but for me, we are going to meet on Friday by God's grace for technical class like this, where we are going to do episode 6 of our hedging calculator. Until that time, I will say good night to every one of us. Bye.
Bye, sir. Good night, sir.
Very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good night.
A copy will be sent.
Yeah, to be sent to the group.